Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now, what's happening in the energy. Keep in mind it's a general reading, okay? It could be past, present, or future. You will know best how this resonates for you and where it fits on your timeline, okay? So let's just see what's going on. I'm feeling drawn to these cards. Let's see what's happening here. The Seven of Cups, and at the bottom we have the Page of Cups, the Tower, the Seven of Cups, the Tower, and the Magician. Yeah, this has given me some serious magic that's being broken, okay? Absolutely torn apart and obliterated. All right. This is some serious illusion magic that's been done here. And it's being destroyed. It's being destroyed. The magician's illusion is being destroyed. All right. And this does feel pretty massive because this must have been some pretty intense illusion work that's been done. And I don't know. If you watched my first reading today, I was talking at the beginning of the reading about a miracle, right? And while I was doing the reading, I got out of it. I was like, I don't know where the miracle is in that, but this could be the miracle. The miracle could be that this illusion is being shattered. It's being obliterated by the divine, all right? By the forces of light and good in the world. Because we have to believe with so much desolation that we see around us, that there are forces of light and of good and of love that are working to obliterate this darkness, because that's how it feels. It feels like some extreme darkness that's being shattered, torn apart. Wow. All right, let's see. Tell me about this illusion, the Seven of Cups. There's a magician, their illusion, their magic is being destroyed. And the magician, this guy is giving me the creeps. I gotta be honest. Like, this card in this layout is giving me the creeps. All right, let's see what this is. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. So that could be the miracle, right? Like I said, that this illusion was so strong that only God could come in and destroy this. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you're not going to have a painful ending. You're not going to go through a painful ending. You're not going to face that kind of a ultimate betrayal here. The Five of Wands. A lot of fighting, a lot of conflict about the fact that you survived, about the fact that they couldn't end something for you permanently. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. They're not getting something back. They're not getting what they want. Like, this sounds really sick, but like, I don't even know if this person is fighting with other people or if this is someone that is fighting with their own crossroad demon. That's really what it feels like. It's like this person is fighting and arguing about the fact that they're not getting what they want. You're not having a painful ending. You're not being left for dead. You're not suffering some sort of a extremely horrible fate here. They're not getting what they wanted. They're not getting... This is like, you know how they say, like, you'll see this every now and then with like people in Hollywood that come out and talk about this, you know. I think even Roddy Ricch was one of those guys that said they refused to sell their soul, and that's why it was kind of like a one-hit wonder, right? This is like this is that kind of energy where it's like they made a deal with a demon to sell their soul for, you know, money, power, and fame, and then they end up selling their soul and they don't get what they want. That's kind of what this is like feeling like. Tower. The Four of Pentacles. This Four of Pentacles is giving me that it's like someone's soul, okay? I don't know. This feels like it's like somebody knows that there's an entity that has their soul and they can't get away. Now, I don't know if this is an actual demonic entity or if this is like a higher, if it's like a person. I don't know what it is, but it's like this person knows that something or someone has their soul or has them and they can't get away. I mean, this could even be like blackmailing. Oh God, like today, the energy and the readings is really making me want to like cringe, okay? It feels really weird. Yeah. It's like, it's, you know how they say that demons or very dark possessed people, you know, when they get around the light, they have like a visceral reaction. I feel the same way right now, but I'm like having a visceral reaction to the darkness, all right? to the demons, to the darkness. That's how it feels. The Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's like somebody lying, cheating, stealing, doing dark, manipulative things to create an illusion, But this illusion, the Seven of Cups, is underneath the Tower. Just like at the beginning, this is what's being destroyed. It's being destroyed. The lies and the deception is being destroyed. Why is the Magician here? The Emperor in the reverse. Yeah, this is a dark, controlling person, very cruel, power-hungry, bloodthirsty, merciless ruler, dictator. This is a tyrant and a dictator. The Six of Wands, that thought that they could have victory and success by being the magician. The Ten of Cups in reverse. This is someone that destroys happiness, destroys families, destroys bliss, happiness, ultimate happiness. They destroy. That would have been their victory and success, is destroying happiness, bliss, family, community, love. Tell me more about this Seven of Cups, please. Lovers in reverse. Yeah, they're getting bad news. The Lovers in reverse, they're getting bad news that their contract is broken. I mean, I don't know, like somebody's not working together with them. I just don't know if it's someone or something is not working together with them, all right? The World, no, their time is up. It's over. It's over. The Four of Wands in reverse. Losing a home, losing a property, losing stability, losing what they built. What is that about? A message of concern. That's what they're getting. Bad news. A message of concern. Yeah. Concern. They're very concerned. I can't make it up. Someone is extremely concerned. A message of concern. It's horrible for them. Really bad news when it comes to their illusion. 33. What's this fight about here? This argument? The Three of Wands, about their plans for the future, about what they thought was going to happen, what they thought was coming in for them. They thought this was going to work. This was going to be their future. A King of Cups with a Page of Pentacles. Their future with a King of Cups and an offering. What is that about? They're not getting what they want. Giving and receiving affection in reverse. They're not getting what they thought they would be receiving. Flames and passion. And on both cards, there's flames on here. Flames and flames. What the They thought they would balance something out. They thought something would be equal. Like each other equally. Giving and receiving. It's in the reverse. 6 of Pentacles. Giving and receiving. Liking each other equally. Twin flames, balance, yin yang, zen, balance, duality. So this is all about someone that thought, well, if I give, then I should be receiving this. It was supposed to be equal. I was supposed to do this and I was supposed to get this. But they're not. They're not getting what they thought they would be getting. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I gave, why don't I receive? Like I said at the beginning, that energy of somebody selling their soul in Hollywood and then being like, but I thought I was going to get fame and fortune and riches for selling my soul. Why am I not getting that now? I already sold my soul. Basically, that's what this is giving me. It was supposed to be equal. I was supposed to get something out of this. Who is this person? I can't make it up. I'm telling you, 6 of Pentacles. It comes out. I'm telling you, they thought they were going to be receiving something. I thought I gave, I was supposed to receive. And they're concerned now. Oops. Knight of Cups. I was supposed to be receiving something for this. I gave, I want something back now. The Page of Swords. Information. Giving information. 9 of Pentacles. About money. About a lot of money. A lot of money. 10 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords in reverse. A lot of money. Money? This has to do with getting money? A lot of money. 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. A lot of money. What the hell? A false person. Yeah, this is a false person, definitely. Great fortune. A false person wanting a great fortune. A false person wanting a great fortune. Tell me more about this person wanting a great fortune. That was the strategy. That was the plan. A Queen of Cups with a Queen of Cups. The strategy with a Queen of Cups. And a relationship. Or something being equal. But now something is a missed opportunity because of someone's ego, someone's aggression. Somebody is aggressive, angry. They want control. It's a missed opportunity though. 4 of Swords. Because of the past, the Wheel of Fortune. This has been a plan for this person for a long time. They've been planning this Wheel of Fortune for a long time. This person was planning this. This could have been like a plan a timed plan. Like they planned the time of this. It has to do with a relationship that started in the past, and this person did something in phases. This had to do with fate, destiny, but something about time. Oh, yeah. Oh, King of Wands at the bottom. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is because of the Magician and this visceral reaction I keep having. Yeah, the Tower, it is. That's what it is. It's the Tower. The God that this person made a deal with is the God of time, the God of harvest. It's a Roman God. It's like Kronos. This has to do with like Saturn worship. I'm pretty sure. This is somebody that works with Kronos, the God of time and harvest and money. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. It is. It's the King of Wands, or the King of Wands in reverse. Satanist. Satanist, or a Saturnist, as I should say. This King of Wands works with that God. I guess they made a deal with the God of time, harvest, and money, a Roman God. There's another name for it, but I'm pretty sure it's Kronos. That's who this person worships. A Queen of Wands in reverse. Death. Death. Yeah. But they're not getting what they want. It's a failure, all right? They tried to avoid this catastrophe. They tried to avoid this tower, this catastrophe. They tried to avoid an inevitable ending of their defeat, their own demise and their own defeat. So what this King of Wands in reverse is worried about, I guess, is the fact that Kronos has their soul and they're living on borrowed time. Death. They're living on borrowed time. A great fortune. That's what this person wanted. But they're not getting what they wanted. They're not getting the home. They're also not getting the relationship. They're getting nothing. Nothing. The devil, because this person is an evil, demonic, devil-worshipping, Satanist, Saturnist, sold their soul to the devil. They sold their soul to Kronos and Saturn. That's who they sold their soul to, okay? An entity. See, I knew it. The Three of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, this person could have a weak heart. Maybe they have a heart aneurysm, all right? Yeah, they know why if this person has issues with their heart or a heart aneurysm, they know why they have that. They know why. They know why. They know why they have a heart aneurysm, all right? I'm not talking about one that's already, popped. I'm talking about just when that blood vessel is an aneurysm. Oh, look at that. Look who comes back out again. Flying on the floor. King of Wands. Trying to get away with something. Trying to leave something behind. What are they trying to leave behind? The deal that they made with the devil? The Tower and the Queen of Wands. Who is this Queen of Wands that keeps popping out? Ten of Swords. Painful betrayal. Why is this King of Wands here with this Queen of Wands here and the Tower? Because they can't protect themselves. They have no defense. They can't stop this. They can't defend this. They can't block it. The Five of Swords, yeah, their deception, their plan, time, strategy, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is time and strategy. It's planning long term. This person has been planning something here for a long time. For a long time. They work with time and strategy. A King of Swords. Their friend, the King of Swords. The High Priestess. Look at that. The High Priestess. Yeah. This is information, communication about what this person has been planning, or the moves that they've been making, or the plans that they have, or some sort, or maybe the High Priestess, maybe something that you said about this person's time running out. All right. I don't know. This group of people is very unhappy. There's a group of people here very unhappy. They don't like this news. They're very unhappy about something here. What about? About their plan not working. The truth is coming out. So their plan isn't working. I don't know how many people involved here. A King of Wands and a King of Swords. Those two could be friends. Maybe they're part of a society or something like that. All right. So there's a whole, what is some sort of a dark society. That's for sure. Yeah, missed opportunity, under judgment, all right? They can't make a move, they're under judgment. And this has to do with a breakup and their illusion being broken. So their spell has been broken, their spell is over. There's no more illusions about a breakup or about a relationship or the fact that somebody does not want to be with this King of Wands, all right? The Three of Swords in reverse, healing from heartbreak, or a healed heart. This person is terrified, scared, worried about their heart, or about healing their heart, or this person is stressed out, terrified, and worried that their spell has been broken. A Queen of Wands. Who is this? Who is the Queen of Wands that keeps coming out? No more illusion about a Queen of Wands and a relationship. And a separation. Someone is terrified, stressed out, nervous, and worried right now because there's no more illusion about a breakup and a separation. And somebody being focused on themselves, having self-worth, shadow work. Sudden change, shocking news, and epiphany. A surprise, an epiphany, sudden change, shocking news about a separation. What is that about? A family room. A child. This has to do with a family room and a child. And somebody taking time to focus on themselves and their healing, doing shadow work, being alone, separating from someone, being unsure of the future. This has to do with a family and a child. What does that have to do with, what does this Queen of Wands have to do with a family and a child? This has to do with somebody not being able to see the future, not knowing if their ships are going to come in with a house, with a property, with a home. Somebody not being able to see into the future with a home, with a house. The Seven of Swords, somebody lying, trying to steal a house, trying to steal a property, trying to steal a home, and come out of poverty. Somebody not being able to see the future, being unsure of the future, wanting to steal a house and a property to come out of poverty, and someone feeling unrested. The Ten of Swords, a betrayal. A painful betrayal, an ultimate betrayal, to steal a house, to steal a property, to come out of poverty with a family and a child. And this has to do with the Queen of Wands, all right? Not getting something. This has to do with somebody that is not getting something, not receiving an inheritance or some sort of money or a property or a home. Something did not go to this Queen of Wands. Something wasn't given to this Queen of Wands. Or something was not given to someone. Eight of Swords, and they're trapped now. And they trap themselves. And they trap themselves with something not being given to someone. How did they trap themselves with something not being given to someone? A privileged lady. Because somebody is the privileged lady, or it has to do with somebody getting money, or bad health. This has to do with a privileged lady in bad health. They've trapped themselves by lying about a privileged lady being in bad health. Or somebody here, why is bad health here with privileged lady? A mature woman. This is a sudden change, a shocking news and epiphany about a separation from a Queen of Wands. There's a big Tower moment. It's a big shocking change, shocking news about a Queen of Wands trying to steal a home, trying to steal a property to come out of poverty. And now they're trapped because something wasn't given to someone. Okay, help me understand this better, please. The World, it has to do with a cycle closing out, something ending, with a message, online communication. It has to do with online communication. This could be an email. And a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. A Queen of Pentacles in reverse and some sort of online communication or some sort of information about, what is that? Is the World. Seduction. This has to do with third party interfering. Hooking up, flirting, temptation. Is it traveling? They try to transcend an obstacle here. They try to transcend an obstacle when it comes to someone cheating, hooking up, cheating, seduction, with some sort of information. And this has to do with time. They tried to transcend the obstacle of time. They tried to transcend the obstacle of time. With a privileged lady in bad health, and this has to do with a Queen of Wands who's facing a Tower moment, a catastrophe, because of the Hierophant and a Queen of Cups. They're defeated now. Or somebody tried to take some sort of passionate action, quick action to defeat something or someone, or now they're defeated with action that they took. And this has to do with a Queen of Cups and a Hierophant. What is that? pathway to a marriage, the pathway to a title, a courtship, the pathway of a relationship to marriage. The pathway of a relationship to marriage. This has to do with people working together here or working on something with the authorities or someone with high honor. And a house. The pathway of a relationship and a house. So this could have something to do with an inheritance or someone receiving a house or a home or a property. And it's almost like the legalities of something, if you're in a relationship, okay, like who gets what, or, you know, I don't know, it's like prenups or, you know, inheritance or making sure who gets what, okay, especially if you're in a relationship with someone or if you're talking about marriage. Now, why is this a Tower moment, though, for a Queen of Wands and a child? This could be like, look, let's say there's someone here that is supposed to get an inheritance, okay? And their ex-wife, Queen of Wands here, okay? Ex-wife who they have children with, this ex-wife doesn't want anyone else to get the inheritance but her own children. So it's almost like not wanting a partner to have a new relationship, a new marriage, or a new child almost, because this Queen of Wands only wants her children to inherit something. Or maybe that's what the family wants. The family doesn't want any other child or children to inherit something. They only want it to go to the Queen of Wands' children, who's an ex-wife. But honestly, that can be put in a will. Like, I don't understand why that would even be a deal. Why would that would even be on the table? Because it can just be put in a will like that. Unless they're worried that whoever the person is with the inheritance would not pick favorites and the Queen of Wands only wants her children to get it or something like that. I don't know if it's something like that. Yeah, this has to do with a strategy, a plan, long-term planning of something. I mean, this could be someone with teenagers, young adults, teenagers. The Emperor and the Gift. So it could have to do with a father figure and an investment, a father and a gift. What is that about? A great fortune. It has to do with a father passing down of a great fortune. So it's coming from the father's side, this money. Yeah, unexpected income. It's coming from the father's side, a great fortune. But again, why is that the Tower moment? That something is now being seen clearly. They can't manipulate something when it comes to this inheritance, this great fortune coming down from a father's side. This has to do with a pathway to a relationship and a house and a property and maybe even a marriage. All right. So it could be family that maybe it's someone's mother. I don't know. Maybe someone's mother doesn't want. So look, if it's a great fortune coming down from the father's side and the mother doesn't have any say on what goes where or how the father is going to do it. Maybe the mother is trying to meddle so that they get what they want anyways, or I don't know. It kind of seems like a bunch of people that don't like what the father has decided, right? The Seven of Wands, Page of Cups. So, yeah, something about trying to defend something here, block something here with a Page of Cups, Ace of Wands, with someone taking action towards a child. this has to do with a divorce, somebody that is in their ego, controlling, wanting power and control because of a divorce, or they don't want someone to get married here. Okay, the Three of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, this has to do with a painful betrayal or a painful ending, or someone being harmed. What is this about? Someone being charmed and used. Someone being charmed and used, a narcissist. Because somebody doesn't want to be with the karmic, okay? Someone is not triggered, they're not in turmoil, they're not resentful. Somebody is trying to charm and use someone. Because they're not going to get what they want, abundance. Because somebody can't manifest what they want, somebody is ungrateful, someone is not getting the abundance. Trying to charm and use someone for money, for an abundance, for an inheritance, because they can't get what they want. A painful ending, a betrayal, because somebody's trying to charm and use someone and they can't manifest what they want. Wait a minute. So it's kind of giving me like the same people that want you cut out of an inheritance, or want you cut out of something because you're not family, or they want you cut out of something because they want it to be given to someone else. Them turning around and saying that you are charming someone, or you want to use someone, you want someone's inheritance. You don't care about someone else's inheritance. I don't think this is your inheritance, like from your family. This is someone else's from a different family. And they're trying to insinuate that you want to charm and use someone for their family's inheritance. And it's the people that are saying this are the ones that want you cut out or cut off, or they want to have it, and I don't know, something like that. When you don't care about their inheritance, you don't give a shit. You probably have your own. You don't care about theirs at all. A gift. Something being given to someone, a gift. Imprisonment. Trying to imprison someone here because of a gift. Trying to entrap someone because of something being given to them. This is what I'm saying. It's like they're trying to say you're using someone. You're trying to entrap someone, imprison someone. It's almost like, look, they're trying to say that you are trying to marry someone or have a baby with someone solely to get their family's inheritance, when I'm pretty sure you have your own, okay? You don't need their measly inheritance. You're not interested. You really don't care. Okay, they're trying to say you're trying to trap someone, you're trying to charm and use someone and have babies on someone so that you can steal their family inheritance. You don't give a shit about their family inheritance. You really don't care, okay? It's not that significant. It really is not. It really is not, okay? It really isn't. But that's what they're trying to say. That's what I feel like they're trying to say. What a weird gaslighting projection. So let's say, okay, this is some weird ass gaslighting. So let's say, look, you're dating someone who has an ex-wife or an ex-husband and has kids with them, right? This person and their family apparently feels very, very threatened by the fact that you could also have kids with someone, apparently, okay? They don't like the idea of maybe someone remarrying or having kids with someone else and having half brothers, half siblings, or half sisters, whatever. this feels like a threat to them and their family, so much to the point where they're trying to accuse you of trapping someone in marriage and babies so that their inheritance gets rerouted to you. You don't care, yo. You really don't care. But they feel threatened by this. They're worried about it. But you're honestly, I feel like you're not even you don't even care. You want to know why? I'm pretty sure you have your own inheritance. Why would you even care about their measly inheritance? They can fight over that themselves, all right? That's kind of what this is giving me. How strange. Okay. It's almost like they're trying to say you only want to be with someone, or you only want to have a relationship or a marriage or a child with someone for their inheritance. Their inheritance? Really? They're the ones making a fucking big fuss about it, all right? Who's the one making a big fuss about it? Not you. You don't care. The Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles. This has to do with some sort of stalking, spying, watching, or maybe even identity theft, or someone making a plan behind the scenes in secret, or what is that about? The Sun. Yeah, that's their secret plan, all right? Now it's illuminated. That was their secret plan. And that's why they're all stressed out, nervous, scared, worried, freaking out because of a plan, all right? Oh, to lie, cheat, steal. Oh, no, it's like being stressed out and worried that someone is going to steal something. You don't care. I don't know if this is what they said or this is what they're scared of. You don't give a shit. What do they want? The Lovers, lying about a relationship. Oh, this is them. This is the family or the ex coming in saying, you don't actually want to be with them. You only want their money and their inheritance or something like that. You only want to have babies with them so that you can steal from our family. I guess these people don't know things about like contracts, right? There's contracts for this. If this family's so scared of something, like put it in the contract. Prenup, will, testimony, like what's the problem? You don't care. You don't care. You don't want their measly inheritance. Anyways, Six of Cups. Something about the past. They're trying to defend themselves in the past now. They're trying to defend themselves for what exactly? The fact that now something is exposed, they can't manipulate something about not getting the gift. Okay, so whoever this Queen of Wands is, King of Wands, whoever they are, they didn't get the gift. They're not getting the gift. They're not getting the inheritance. They're not getting the blessing. They're not getting the financial opportunity. And they're not getting it, but they don't want you to have it either. Okay, the Devil. They're angry, obsessive, possessive, or they try to say that you're jealous, obsessive, and possessive and controlling. Oh, so this is the angle that they went for, really? They try to say you're so obsessive, possessive, jealous, and controlling that you are trying to marry and impregnate someone because, or yourself, because of their inheritance. Really? They think very highly of themselves, all right? They must think very highly of themselves for them to think of this of you. Yeah, the wealth, look at this. Look at this, the Lovers and the wealthy man. You only want to be with someone for their money. What money, yo? You know, the joke of it, the big joke of it is, in the end, you might even have an inheritance that is substantially worth way more, okay? Your inheritance is worth substantially more than anything that this family could give you a sliver of. you're not interested. I'm pretty sure you have your own. You have your own. You have your own wealth. You have your own things that are being passed down to you. You don't care about this measly little 3 square feet, whatever dinky, musty thing that is. You don't care, man. Like, this sudden wealth. You only want someone's money. What money, bitch? Child in reverse. They don't want you to have children. They don't want you to have children with someone. They don't want you to have children with someone, okay? You could know this. You could know that they don't want you to have children with someone. Or they're trying to make it sound like you only want to have children with someone because you want something to be passed down to your child. You don't care. You really don't care. Because you want to know what? You want to know why? You have your own stuff that you can pass down to your child. You don't need this family's musty little 3 square foot, whatever the fuck that is. You don't need it. I feel like you have your own shit that you can pass down to your children or your child, okay? So trying to insinuate you're only dating someone for money. What if your inheritance is worth way more than this person's? Then what? They still going to be saying the same stupid shit, or they just threaten? Who's jealous? Who's really jealous here? Who's really jealous? Like, I'm sorry to make it sound that way, but like, this is so stupid to me. This is just so stupid to me. 10 of Cups, it's family. It's a family thing. It's a family. Yeah, there's a family here that's jealous of you. Queen of Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups. Now, I don't know who this Queen of Swords in reverse is, all right? Someone here that's a liar, manipulative, cold-hearted, something about a child. A Queen of Pentacles. Something about a child and a Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, like, look, you could be, look, you, I feel like, will also make sure that everything stays in your family. So if they want to do the same thing, you're not mad. You don't care. You're going to make, they can go ahead and make sure everything stays in their family, goes to their uncles, cousins, sisters, children. Go ahead. Because you're going to make sure everything stays in your family too. Everything. All right. So if they want to keep it in their family, go ahead. You're not mad. You're keeping everything in your family too. It's fair. All right. So what's the big deal, guys? Okay. So now there's a Tower moment here with a Queen of Wands. Because of a Page of Pentacles. Yeah, some sort of money, financial news. What is this, a will? Page of Pentacles, a will? Something about a will, where something goes after someone's passing, after a death. This is the Tower moment, a will. Now the truth is coming out about that. And something about having a baby, okay? Yeah, something about babies. Something about babies or new love, new relationships, and the will, or who gets the money after a death, all right, and babies. Yeah, and a relationship. This is so funny. This is actually giving me gaslighting. It really is. It's giving me insane gaslighting. It's like, you know, you just want to be with someone. There's obviously someone's family that does not want you to be together. Okay? This family would do anything to make sure you guys don't end together. You don't get married, you don't have children. It could be, I'm pretty sure it's more reasonings than just their inheritance. All right? They probably have a lot of reasons. All right? That's just the cherry on top. They just probably don't like you as a person. All right? They'd rather their son, daughter be with someone else, whatever. All right? They just don't like you. They don't want anything to go to you. They don't want you to have anything. And that's fine. Who cares about them? Okay? But this same family that is going this far is now trying to point the finger at you and say, you only want to be with someone for their money, inheritance, trapping someone with a baby in a marriage. They're the one, like the same. This is like the same family where you ask your partner, you know, is there a reason why they won't commit? Is it because their family is so unwelcoming, disrespectful, and so manipulative, okay? That they're like, you know, we will disown you. This is the kind of family that goes, we will disown you if you marry that person. We will disown you if you know, pass anything down to this child. We will disown you. We don't accept this. We don't want you to be with this person. So we will take away everything if you do this. You know, you asking your partner, you know, would you choose that kind of judgment from your family over love? So you asking that question, right? And this family then going, oh, they don't love them. They only want to be with them for money and inheritance. This is so strange. You get it? It's like so backwards. They flip everything upside down because they're world-class gaslighters. That's what they are. World-class gaslighters. So crazy. These people are so backwards. All right. So tell me about this magician here. Five of Cups, sadness, grief, a feeling of hopelessness. All right. The truth. Now the truth is out about someone's sadness and how these people thought they will have victory and success and making sure that you are never a family and you never have a family. They never look at, I don't know how far they're going. These people will go as far as they possibly can to make sure that you will never be a family and you will never be married and you will never have kids. Then they have the fucking audacity to turn around and try and say that you are the person. You get what I'm saying? I don't even want to explain it because it's so backwards gaslighting. It's like, who is the person who are the people that are really obsessed with making sure you guys are never together? That is so strange. And when it doesn't work, and when their gaslighting and their manipulation doesn't work, they turn around and say, you are keeping someone trapped. You want to trap someone in a relationship. I'm pretty sure you don't even have to do that. You don't even have to trap someone with you for them to want to be with you. All right? Because it's not about trying to trap someone with marriage and babies. All right? I'm pretty sure you don't even have to do that like someone else maybe did here. Queen of Wands had to trap someone with marriage and babies apparently to keep them around. You don't even have to do that to keep someone with you. All right? Or the King of Wands. Isn't that funny? The other people here, right? The other ones, the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Swords, whoever these are, right? They only get people to stay with them by trapping them with marriage and babies. That's the only way people stay with them. It's kind of fucking funny to turn around and try and accuse you of that, right? That is hilarious. The Three of Swords, they're heartbroken. About what? About your plans for the future. They are so heartbroken that you're planning marriage and children. So they want to make it something bad. Oh, you only want marriage and children because you want an inheritance. Right? The Ten of Wands in reverse. You only want to make your life easier, or what is that? The Fool. Or they're heartbroken about the fact that you're not going to carry this burden, or you don't have to carry a burden. You're going to have a new beginning. You're going to be free, having a new beginning. All right? You don't have to carry a burden or nothing. Or they feel like your life is too easy, or then Knight of Swords. Communication about a third party, about a spoiled party, about not belonging. All right, they're like, you don't belong, you're not welcome here, we don't want you sitting at our table, you're not invited to the party, right? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's this, everybody planning together, right? Everybody sitting together. The Star in reverse. Because they don't want you to get a wish fulfillment, or they don't think you're special enough, or they don't, something like that. Somebody's not the special one, or something about a plan with your hacked emails, right? A plan with hacking or identity fraud or stealing someone's identity. Yeah, it's because they're in their ego and they want to control something, and they want to control the moves you make, and they want to make sure you don't have a new beginning, or you can't take any action, or something like that. They're in their ego. It's a whole family doing this. All right. But the spell has been broken. So let's circle all the way back to the beginning. There is a very intense spell that has broken here. So what's the intense spell that broke? A King of Wands. A King of Wands. I don't know if the spell broke over the King of Wands, or if it's the King of Wands magician spell that broke, okay? Pretty sure it's that person's spell that broke, but okay. The Eight of Pentacles. Their spell. Something about heartbreak and pain. This person working on something here, working on mastery. Okay, something about heartbreak and pain. High Priestess. Yeah. So whoever this King of Wands is, who is a master magician in some sort of way, they were involved in creating an intense illusion over everyone's eyes here. And their spell broke. The Knight of Cups. The Devil. They made an offer to the Devil. So for some reason, look. For some reason, this King of Wands demonic satanic offering for this strong illusion magic is part of the illusion of this inheritance fight. It's all related in some sort of way, and it has to do with something dark, evil. And you want to know what it is? It could even be the illusion. This illusion magic has something to do with making you look like you're the evil one. So it's a King of Wands trying to shift blame. It's a King of Wands trying to put an illusion or a veil over everyone else's eyes that you're the evil one, you're the controlling one, you're the money hungry one, you're the one that wants money and all these things, even though this King of Wands is the one that sold their soul to Kronos for all those things. Because they're an occultist. And they've been this way for a very long time. All right, and now their illusion magic is slowly breaking apart, and everybody's going to see who they really are and how they spun and manipulated a lot of people, even with mind control. All right, they could get into stuff like that, mind control. Yeah, they're a pretty dark person, and this was all part of their plan here. This is how this person thought they would get victory and success as magician. By ruining families, making sure they could even have, part of their magic could be that for you to never have family. All right, for you never to have a family, never to be a family, never to get married, never to have children. That could be part of this person's spell that they wanted over your life. So whatever this other family, I'm pretty sure this is a different family. This is a whole different family. or they're with that family. I don't know. That's all part of it. It's all part of the big illusion. And that's breaking apart, I guess. All right, so that person's spell is broken. I'm gonna see who's involved in this. A Scorpio and an Aquarius. October. A Cancer. A November. June. April and Aries. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Sagittarius, all right? Yeah, okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. Hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time.